Truly good, varied side content is something that not many games offer. More often than not, side content exists to pad out length, add extra world building, and oftentimes grind for rarer loot. For better or worse, side content is a staple of most modern single-player games, and the degree to how effectively it is able to enhance the experience varies dramatically. The Yakuza series gets the importance of good side content, but not just good side content, oh no sir. Yakuza also gets the importance of offering a whole world of varied side content. Pick any Yakuza game across the board, and I can guarantee you three things. You will experience a zany, gangster-themed soap opera-esque story, flashy beat-em-up combat where each weapon feels like a personalised Pandora's box hellhole experience for the thugs of Kamurocho, and some really good side content. Welcome to this week's edition of the Gaming Conversation, as we take a look at why the Yakuza series has some of the best side content in gaming. We make weekly gaming critiques, opinion pieces and discussions, so if you enjoyed today's video, hey, maybe consider subscribing. Whether it be series regular Kamurocho, Sotenbori, or any of the other fictionalized recreations of Japanese locales, Sega has always made it a prime mission to fill these cities with a boatload of content. Pound for pound, the Yakuza series open world is objectively stacked. Certain minigames can be found across the series, pool, bowling and darts for example. Then, you have certain activities that differ from title to title, such as the Cabaret Club management system, which in some games is merely a dating sim, whereas in other titles, a more robust club manager experience. Variety is king here, and as someone who has played 4 of these content-dense games in a row, I was very grateful for the constantly changing activities on offer. It very much felt like Sega recognised that as the timeline went on in their worlds, so should the activities evolve. A recent spin-off, for example, in Judgment, has drone racing, a glaring contrast to the very 80s pocket racing minigame found in Zero, which if anything makes the Yakuza series open world not only feel like sandbox theme parks chock full of fun, but also a deep dive into Japanese social culture. There is substance to the side content, which is where a lot of games may miss the mark. This level of variety doesn't only extend to the minigames however, and when talking about Yakuza side content, I would be insane not to mention the side missions, or as they are known in the series, sub-stories. You may have seen a meme, whether it be a large incarnation of the main character, a gyrating man in his underwear, or even an innocent dominatrix, but these memes don't tell the whole story. The Yakuza series has some of the funniest, most insane, and random side quests that you will ever find in gaming. At times, it may feel like you're in an episode of a comedic anime such as JoJo or Gintama, due to the sheer absurdity of the missions. There is literally one mission where you have to help a guy by getting him some toilet paper. Yes, that is a thing. Now alone, these absurd missions would eventually become tiresome, if there wasn't also a balance. Thankfully, Sega also provides more character-focused side arcs, including some with pre-rendered cutscenes, and featuring main story characters at times. The fact that I proactively saw out each and every one of these missions, which can at times exceed 80+ in a single game, goes to show how engaging they are. And the best bit has to be seeing series mainstay Kiryu's deadpan reactions to all the absurdity that he experiences. Finally, these missions are also great because they have little bearing on the main narrative or gameplay loop. In fact, they probably couldn't be less connected. You aren't forced to partake in side missions to progress the story, and they don't overstay their welcome. They are short, sweet, and the antithesis of the grind gameplay loop so often found in open world games, just pure entertainment instead. Speaking of having little bearing on the main narrative, the other reason why Yakuza's overall side offering works so well is because it really is that, just a side offering. The stories in Yakuza tend to lean towards moments of heavy drama, twists and betrayals all being commonplace, and so the side content offers refuge from the intensity of the narrative. Where other games such as The Witcher may offer fantastic long strands of side missions that are relevant to the story, Yakuza elects for the opposite approach. The result is one where the player has autonomy over their experience. They know that they are not missing out on any additional narrative from the main story directly by not participating in side quests. but if they do decide to engage with the side content, then they will find themselves treated to a series of memorable stories, more mini-games than most rivaling titles, and the true, definitive Yakuza experience. The Yakuza series is, in my opinion, the kingpin of gaming side content. When it comes to variety, consistency and sheer hilarity, Yakuza is unrivaled. Gaming at its core is supposed to be fun, and Sega gets this. Each of the Yakuza games offers a whole parade of different mini-games, side missions, and open sandboxes that all feel distinct. Where many other open world games populate their large open spaces with repetitive busy work, Yakuza instead offers a condensed, varied experience that respects players' time, all the while satirizing a lot of Japanese culture. Thank you for tuning in to this week's edition of The Gaming Conversation. As mentioned, we post videos every Saturday at 10 AM UK time. If you enjoyed the video, a like rating is appreciated. And if you know anyone who might find this interesting, feel free to share it with them. Let's continue the conversation in the comments by letting me know about another game with really great side content. Thank you all once again for watching. I have been Michael JH, and definitely not a Sega sellout. Peace.